Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's a Wednesday night, about 9:30 at night, doing a nighttime YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoy this. I know we have a breaking news story that happened earlier today, and it happens to be with Davante Adams, cited with misdemeanor assault charge after shoving the photographer. I'm sure in the sports world, everybody has watched this video. I know the second footage is a lot better. The first footage, initial video that I saw, he looked like he was just mad, pushed him down. I mean, he could have walked out of the way. I understand that the second video that he kind of was walking in his path and then pushed him down. Devonte did. I guess he's went to the hospital, charging all that. It's obviously that he's trying to get money and publicity out of this, but it doesn't just say the fact that Devonte shouldn't have pushed him down to the ground. I mean, that's obvious. I don't understand why he did that. But Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams cited for assault in Kansas City, Missouri after pushing a photographer while leaving the field in Chiefs' Monday night win against the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's a copy of the citation. There's actually a citation on here on Shane Bergen. If you look at him on Twitter, he has a copy of the citation right here. So the charge comes as a city ordinance violation, reportedly lower than a state misdemeanor assault charge. He faces $250,000 to $1,000 up to 100 days in jail or both. So that's going to be crazy. I don't know if he has to appear in court and all that stuff as well. Kansas City's assault unit detectives investigated the case, and the NFL says it will continue to do so. Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels says the team will comply with anything the league investigator requires. So the Chiefs said Zebley is not one of their employees, but a freelancer. So he's a freelance, maybe photographer. He filed the police report and made arrangements for private transport to the hospital for treatment just minutes after the game. Adams did apologize twice since the incident, once post-game and again on Twitter. So I'd like to know what you guys think about the Davante Adams situation. I know we just had a recent incident in the NBA with, I can't even think of the guy's name. The guy punched a guy in the face. I don't know why I can't even think of his name. But, yeah, Davante Adams cited. Actually, I don't think he's charged yet. Cited with a misdemeanor assault charge. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know what to say about that. I hope you guys are listening out there, trying to figure out what you guys think and some feedback. Comment on my YouTube or DM me if you know me. What do you guys think? It's kind of hard for me to wrap around my head. This is probably the first time. I don't know if it's the first time ever in the history of sports that someone actually, professional athlete, pushed a spectator. I'm sure there's been a lot of incidents like that, but as of this one, I don't know. Like I said, he shouldn't have pushed him. He could have just walked out of the way. It wasn't like right in his face. I mean, it did happen right in front of him, but it just seemed like he didn't need to do that. But it was just a little push. The guy went flying, though. He definitely was taking it, soaking everything in that he can, trying to milk this as much as possible. And unfortunately, this happened again on TV, and they got it on TV, and you can't hide away from that. So now we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. I might talk about it again sometime this week. But hope you enjoy the slideshow. Yeah, hooray, slideshows. Yeah. So the Eagles file a 9-8, lost in the wild card round. Last meeting was January 8th. Cowboys won 51-26. Head coach Nick Sirianni's 14-8 as head coach. So they got some key additions: the linebacker Hassan Reddick, wide receiver A.J. Brown, corner James Bradbury, safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And then Alex Singleton and Roddy McLeod are gone. So 2021, interesting year for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're pretty much it seemed like a rebuilding type team with Jalen Hurts. Eagles have been aggressive in the talent acquisition department, active in the free agency pool, trading with other teams. So early in 2022, it is hard to argue with the results as we head into Week 6. They're undefeated. Player to watch, A.J. Brown, one of the biggest moves this Eagles team had made in the offseason. Draft night proved Hurts with another receiving weapon, a solid move by Nick Sirianni. Brown has amassed 28 receptions, 436 yards, and a touchdown. He's done more so than the statistical out there. able to give his running mate on the other side, Devonte Smith, more opportunities. It's a big season for Jalen Hurts as well. And then Miles Sanders, the running back, he's doing a really good job. Miles Sanders, sixth in NFL in carries with 87 and fourth in the league, and rushing with 414. So they're doing a pretty good job. I thought this was going to be a Dallas one too, but this is not a Dallas one. So this is just talking about the Eagles and their opponent for Week 6, and then we're going to discuss the Cowboys 7. The Cowboys stat overview, how the Cowboys front 7 matches up with the Eagles offensive line. So many think the Eagles have a top 3 offense in football, Dan Quinn, and the Dallas defense. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be tough because Micah Parsons is a beast. They got Lawrence, they got Armstrong, they got a lot of defense. The defensive line for the Dallas Cowboys is really, really good. Linebacking core is good. The corners are good. The defense is in the top 10 in the NFL. And then let's see. Philadelphia Eagles have one of the better rushing attacks. So they're first in attempts, fourth in yards, and fourth in yards per game, first in touchdowns, tied for 15th in yards per attempt. So you got to watch out for the rush. The Dallas pass rush against the Philadelphia Eagles pass block will be a heavyweight matchup. Dallas has the best pass rush win rate in the entire NFL, while the Eagles have the 7th pass block rate in the NFL. Like I just said, Micah Parsons and the edge, Eagles left guard Landon Dickerson, center Jason Kelsey, and left tackle Jordan Mailata could be listed as questionable for Sunday. Mailata is off to an all right start for the Standards. Let's see. Eagles offense has been so far this season. Eagles have scored 135 points. 29 of them have been in the second half. 14 of them were in the third quarter of their Week 1 against the Detroit Lions. So that's some good little stats for you as well. Let's see, taking on Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. I'm wondering how that's going to match up. But I think they're going to do pretty good. So let's see. Just my take. I'm not going to give stats or anything like this. Just off the games that I've seen. I haven't watched a Philadelphia Eagles game yet, but I have been to the link. To my personal opinion, I just think the Cowboys will win. I'm going to see exactly right now. I'm trying to look up everything. I should have all this already on here, but I don't have it up to date yet. Well, Schnikes. There we go. So obviously the Eagles are the only undefeated team in NFL. Dallas is 4-1. It's going to be an NBC, like a Sunday night game. $245 there. Let's see. Dalton Schultz is going to be questionable for Cowboys. Dak's still out, looks like. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's questionable. Micah Parsons is actually questionable, but I think they're going to play. And we talked about Mailata is questionable. Gainwell is also questionable. But Philly's favored by 6. Over-under is 42. It's 59 degrees at that game. I think that it will be over 42. I know Cooper Rush is pretty much kind of a don't make mistakes quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he's getting the dubs. That's all that matters right now. But we are going to be in Philly. I was wondering where we were going to be at, so that kind of makes a damper on it. Oh, man, Philly by 6. But give me the 6 points, though, because I think Dallas might actually win this game. They just got to stop Jalen Hurts. If they can stop Jalen Hurts in the run game, I think that Dallas has a pretty good chance to win. And if they step up like they did in special teams when they block the punt and they do something special when the special teams on this game Sunday night, I think we might have something special going on. I don't know if Zeke's going to be carrying the load as much. Tony Pollard's going to be in there. CeeDee Lamb has to go off. Cooper Rush, I think he needs to make a little bit more, not better decisions, but just go for it. I think he needs to go deep a few times for CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup because I'm interested in that. I don't know if the corners for the Philadelphia Eagles are good enough to guard Lamb and Gallup, but we'll see. Hopefully we get a little mix of Noah Brown in there. I have him on my fantasy. So I think it's going to be pretty much a defensive matchup. I think that the Dallas Cowboys can stop them. I think they're going to probably double Micah Parsons, which is going to allow the other defensive linemen to get in on Jalen Hurts. Got to pretty much have a QB spy on him as well the whole entire game because he can run. Just got to pretty much stop the run. I would probably basically game plan, stop the run to make Jalen Hurts try to hurt you in the air. But, again, he got A.J. Brown on the outside, so that's going to be tough. So there's my picks. But check out the total yards. Philly actually has 431.8 yards total. Dallas is 310. So Philadelphia's Eagles offense is looking really good. And their defense is allowed 337 for Cowboys, 319 for the Eagles. So Dallas has allowed a little bit more yards, passing yards than the Eagles, on a little bit more rushing yards than the Eagles. But Dallas is coming off of a 4-game winning streak. Cooper Rush is 4-0 as a starter, first time ever for a Dallas Cowboys starter. I just think I like this matchup. It's going to be tough. What happens if Dallas wins? Are we going to be in the upper echelon? And again, the NFC East. They used to be called the NFC least. Now we're beasts in the NFC. So there's my take. I know there's a lot. I didn't bring a whole lot more stats on this one. It's a late night. I didn't really prepare all that well for this, which I should have. But again, Dallas Cowboys are going to win in the link. You heard it here first. Love you guys. God bless. Tip the waitress.